Just I have told you that this autopolyploids originate from the homozygote. That is, when same set of chromosome gets doubled, the term autopolyploid is used, and this phenomenon is known as autopolyploidy. And autopolyploid may include autotriploid, autotetraploid. Now we have to see how does a autopolyploid originate and what is its meiotic behavior. So I am going to explain this with an example of autotriploid. How does autotriploid originate in nature and what will be its meiotic behavior. And to make you understand, I have sketched the diagram on the whiteboard, and you must see. I am going to make you know. And look at the whiteboard again. Look here. This is autopolyploid, and autopolyploid में हम पहला यहाँ autotriploid का origin. Now just I am going to make you know how does the autotriploid originate in nature. So the origin of autotriploid can take place by any of the following three methods. Number one, the autotriploid may originate by fusion of a diploid and a haploid gamete. You know that the diploid plant will produce the haploid gamete. You know, in case of normal diploid, the gamete meiosis will take place and the gamete will be haploid. Similarly, if a plant is tetraploid, 4n, what will happen? That if the meiosis takes place in a tetraploid plant, the number of chromosome will be reduced to half and the 4n will be converted into 2n. 4n will be reduced to 2n. If the genomic structure of this 4n plant is capital A, capital A, capital A, capital A, 4 times capital A, what will happen? The gamete will have only half of the chromosome, that the gamete will contain the capital A, capital A. This is the diploid gamete. The tetraploid plant produces the diploid gamete, and the diploid plants capital A will produce haploid gamete, and there will be a single A. So if what happens, if a cross is made between a tetraploid plant and a diploid plant, the diploid plant will produce the haploid gamete and the tetraploid plant will produce the diploid gamete. And the genomic structure of this diploid gamete is capital A, and the genomic structure of this haploid gamete is A. If this diploid gamete fuses with this haploid gamete, suppose that this diploid gamete is female gamete and this haploid gamete is a male gamete, what will happen? If this male gamete fuses with this female gamete, what will happen? There will be three sets of chromosome. Two sets of chromosome coming from the female parent and one set of chromosome coming from the male parent as written in this structure. What will happen in the zygote? The zygote will have three sets of chromosome. Therefore, we represent it by the genomic formula 3n. And the genetic structure, the genomic structure will be capital A, A1, A2, A3. You can write here. So the first method of the origin of a autotriploid is by fusion of a diploid and a haploid gamete. Now let us see the second method of the origin of this. What will happen? The second method is the polyspermy. What is polyspermy? More than one is, you know that one sperm fertilizes one egg. In nature, one male gamete fertilizes one female gamete and a diploid zygote is formed. But sometimes it happens that the same egg, the egg is fertilized by not only one male gamete, rather it is fertilized by two male gametes. What will happen? If the egg is fertilized not by a single male gamete, but by the two male gametes, so what will happen? The egg is haploid, the sperm is haploid, the two sperm. Look here, there are two sperm. Sperm having a chromosome, one set chromosome, a sperm having another set of chromosome, the egg having one set chromosome. So if this egg is fertilized by two male gametes at the same time, the zygote will have three sets of chromosome, that the zygote will become triploid, and the genomic structure is the capital A. So in this way, this is the genomic structure of autotriploid. This is also the genomic structure of autotriploid. So this is the second one. The first method is by fusion of a diploid and haploid gamete. The second method is by the polyspermy, and the third method I have shown here the third method. In the third method, if there is a fusion between an unreduced female gamete, what is the meaning of unreduced female gamete? So you know that the meiosis reduction division takes place during the formation of gametes. Okay? And if the meiosis fails, if the meiosis does not take place, what will happen? The egg will have the two sets of chromosome, not a single set of chromosome. And such egg is called unreduced egg. That is, such eggs are generally haploid, but if the meiosis fails here, the egg will be diploid and sperm is normal here. What will happen? If a diploid egg is fertilized by a haploid sperm, there will be three sets of chromosome, 2n and n, 3n, and the two sets of chromosome, capital A, from the female, and one set of chromosome, capital A, from the male will come in the zygote, and there will be three sets of similar chromosomes. Similar chromosome, not dissimilar, same sets of chromosome, capital A, capital A, capital A. There are same sets of chromosome, therefore they are being called the autotriploid, not allotriploid. So this is the triploid. So there are three methods of the origin of autotriploid. Now let us look at the meiotic behavior of the autotriploid. If what will happen during the meiosis? You know that there are three sets of chromosome. There are three sets of homologous chromosome in the zygote, and when this zygote again undergoes meiosis, what will happen? You know that you have already studied meiosis, that there is a pairing between the chromosome during the zygote stage. So the meiotic behavior, the first, there will be three options. There are three sets of chromosome. Out of the three sets of the chromosome, two sets of chromosome may pair and they form a bivalent, and one set remains